As part of our ongoing countdown to the APEC Economic Leaders meeting in Gyeongju, today we want to delve into a special exhibition offering a chance to experience Korea's intangible heritage or traditional skills and artistry passed down through artisans' hands. For that, we connect to Hahm Yuna, head of the Future Heritage Project team at the Gyeongbuk Arts and Culture Foundation Cultural Heritage Center, which hosted this event. Hello, Yuna.
Hello, Yuna.
Hello, Soa. Hello, Walter. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for joining us today on the program. Now, Gyeongsangbuk-do Intangible Heritage Exhibition 2025. That's the exhibition that just came to a close on the weekend. So please introduce us to the event and what's the connection to APEC?
The Gyeongbuk Intangible Heritage Expo was held in Gyeongju from September 3rd to 13th. It showcased master artisan works, traditional performances, and hands-on programs. Most importantly, this was an official pre-event of APEC, sharing Korea's heritage with the world and setting the stage for cultural exchange ahead of the summit.
And Yuna, although we hear this term very often on our program and also on the news, culture programs, for people who would like to know deeper, what exactly is intangible heritage? And also, what are some examples of intangible heritage that are representative to Korea?
Intangible heritage means skills, knowledge, and traditions rather than objects themselves. Examples include 판소리, 아리랑, 강강수월래, 처용무, 택견, 농악, and 탈춤. All of these are UNESCO listed. It also included crafts such as embroidery, pottery, and bow making, and performing arts like 가야금 병창. These are living traditions still practiced today, reflecting the identity and creativity of the Korean people.
Excellent. And introducing intangible heritage means showcasing the skills and traditions that created it. So rather than the objects themselves, could you give us more details on what criteria had to be met and what kind of artisans participated?
Yes, Walter. We invited certified masters and apprentices from both national and provincial levels. Around 100 artisans gathered at the opening ceremony, representing 24 categories and more than 70 works. The focus was not just on showing beautiful objects, but on sharing the lives, stories, and skills behind them.
In addition to the exhibition, there were more programs where visitors could actively take part in. Could you tell us more about that, please?
Yes, exactly. This expo wasn't just about exhibition and performances. We really wanted visitors to take part and enjoy the programs themselves. One of the most popular was the traditional kick-wheel pottery workshop, led by the Ong-gi-jang from Sangju. Many people tried it, touching the clay with their own hands and experiencing how traditional earthenware is made. The atmosphere was very lively. Families with children filled the space, and actually, the workshop was so popular that advance reservations sold out very quickly. I think the real success was this. People could feel intangible heritage, not just as something to look at, but as a festival to join and celebrate together.
Very great to hear that so many people were interested in this and that there are ready-made reservations to take part. And Walter, I just want to quickly ask you, I mean, I find it very interesting that how Yuna mentioned that it's not just about objects, but things like Arirang, which is a folk song, and
Yes.
Arirang TV is also named
Yes.
after Arirang, and also, of course, Ganggang-suole. So we have folk songs, folk games, which are intangible heritage. So
Yes.
do you like participating in things like that, Walter?
Of course, I think that Korea has a very beautiful heritage, especially when you go way back to each dynasty, the Joseon dynasty, and before that. And we show a very good display of different parts of our history. And for us to actually to show the foreigners outside, like each part of our centuries, is very, very important. And the fact that we are able to show, we come from a very deep culture is very important, and the fact that we're able to display this as well. And of all places, for being in Gyeongju is the perfect place for us to show it.
Right,
Yeah.
and as you just mentioned, how important it is to show those foreigners about our deep culture and intangible heritage. That brings us to our next question to Yuna. There were probably also foreign visitors there, especially ahead of APEC, because we're going to have lots of foreigners there in Gyeongju for the APEC summit. So how about visitors from abroad? How did they experience the event this time?
We were very happy to welcome many international guests. They often described intangible heritage as sustainable knowledge and technology. Some asked how these skills are passed down and even how they can be applied today. At the performances, I saw visitors from different countries clapping and dancing together to the rhythm of traditional drums. It reminded me that today's globally loved K-culture has its roots in traditional arts.
I think Korea has one of the most interesting cultures because when you look at it geographically, we are such a small country surrounded by two very large countries. We are surrounded by Japan, China, as well as Russia. And for us to have such a deep, beautiful culture and for us to be able to express that is very meaningful for us. But as you mentioned before, Yuna, as K-culture gains global attention, interest in its roots or its background, meaning its traditional culture, is also growing as well. What are your plans for the future for further promotion of intangible heritage worldwide?
We have two main directions. First, international exchange. More opportunities for Korean masters to collaborate with artisans overseas and to meet global audiences through workshops and performances. Second, digital content. Online exhibition and multilingual videos so people can access Korea's heritage anytime, anywhere. Through this effort, intangible heritage can remain Korea's legacy, but also become a shared treasure of humanity.
So does the Gyeongbuk Arts and Culture Foundation Cultural Heritage Center have any additional plans for the APEC period?
Yes, on September 27, we are hosting the K-Food Festival in Gyeongju. It will feature the K-Food competition where chefs present creative dishes using local ingredients from Gyeongbuk. Visitors can also join cooking programs and tasting events, enjoying the harmony of the food and culture. We hope both domestic and international guests will experience the unique charm of Gyeongbuk cuisine.
Sounds very interesting. And Yuna, finally, do you have any personal expectations of APEC?
I hope APEC in Gyeongju will not only strengthen economic cooperation, but also highlight the depths of Korean culture. I truly wish that tradition and modernity can come together to inspire a better future. Thank you.
Well said, tradition and modernity coming together in Gyeongju. Well, thank you very much, Yuna, for connecting with us today from Gyeongju, and keep in touch.
Thank you, Yuna.
Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always. We're going to see you back here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.